Alright, so one of the biggest problems you come across with malzahar is early game. Sometimes you can run into some mana issues, especially if you come across somebody that can shove the wave harder than you, or that can kill your minions really quickly, like Ari for example. A well placed Q from her can shove the wave really well, and it can destroy your little minions as well. So the runes that I've gone with on this game are kleptomancy. As you can just see, managed to get a mana pot out of it. And what you want to do is, when your passive's up, if you don't know, your passive reduces the next attack you take by like 90%, and it also stops you from being able to have any like effect added to you, so they can't crowd control you, they can't slow you, they can't stun you, anything like that. But once, obviously once the first attack hits, that shield pops and then you're open to the next one. So the trick with this is to auto the wave as best you can, focus on your CS. As you can see here, Jax tried to invade the Echo. I'm guessing he wanted to get an early jump on him because Echo's a really strong jungler right now. And wasted his flash because I'd already locked into the auto animation. But yeah, like I was saying, the trick to this is, once your passive's up, you want to walk up, hit her with E, which is the void sickness ability thing, and then try to immediately auto her for either the 5 gold, if you're lucky you'll get an item. So I go with Klepto, Biscuits, and the second part of the tree I go with Mana Flow Band. Obviously that helps as well. And yeah, if you can get through to your Luden's Echo, after that you should be right. Usually by that point your E properly used can sustain your mana for the rest of the lane. So see, I'm pretty low on mana here, but I still have Biscuits, so I'm not worried. The tower shot was obviously, the damage was soaked up by my shield. That's another nice thing about malzahar too, is if you can pull your opponent under lane, every time you get your passive shield back, you can practically take a free tower shot if you want to get some damage off. Jax here, obviously tried to use his stun on me, but because he wasted his flash earlier when he died, I knew he didn't have it up. So the second he jumped on me with counter strike, I just flashed back towards my base, out of counter strike range, and you can just walk out pretty easily. The cool thing about malzahar too is if somebody's chasing you, you can apply your E, summon your little minions with W, and as you walk off, your minions will just jump into them. They take increased damage because the E and W. In case you guys haven't used malzahar before, his kit goes as follows. His passive is a shield that refreshes every 30 seconds or so. It'll block either one attack or, well, it'll block one attack. So if it's a crowd control effect, obviously you don't get crowd control. If it's an auto attack, you take barely any physical damage from it, and so on and so forth. His Q, I'll start with his E actually. So his E applies like a void sickness, which will do magic damage to the target, and if they die while the effect is still active on them, it will pass to the nearest closest unit. his Q is a long range point and click. No, sorry, not point and click. Long range sort of skill shot, I suppose you'd say, where you use it creates a horizontal energy wave which damages and suppresses enemy abilities for a second, and also if they have the void sickness on them, it will refresh that. His W summons little minions which they will focus the target that it has void sickness on it, and also if that target is a minion, they'll do like triple damage to it. So they don't do a great amount of damage by themselves, but once you have 3 of them, and when it comes to minions, once the minions are affected with the void sickness, they really chomp through the wave quite quickly. So as you can see right here, yeah, they do quite a good job of pushing the wave out. The thing you got to worry about is people will usually try to kill the minions because it diminishes your ability to shove the wave. But that's something you can use to your advantage if you've got kleptomancy. What you want to do is put your E down, wait 1 split second, see if you can fade out an attack. If they don't fire an ability or whatever, drop down your W. Obviously, Jack's tried to counter strike me, so I just backstepped and dodged the counter strike and then walked down to their point. If you either wave, summon your W for the minions to push, and walk up aggressively with your Q ready, and you'll still have your 2 klepto stacks from dropping your E and your W. You can try to get auto off on the enemy if they use an ability on the little minion guys. If they try to use the abilities on you, that's even better because your minion guys will push the wave. Your shield will soak up the attack. If you take a little bit of damage, it's not too bad. Always remember to try and trade even with your opponent. If they're going to hit you with an attack and you're still in range, obviously hit them with the attack before you walk out, or depending on the matchup, you want to sort of think about what you should be doing. So I was just trying to ward for Jax because obviously he has been just hanging around my lane. The early kill on him obviously annoyed him, made him want to try and get a kill back to perhaps slow my momentum, even the playing field, which is understandable. So cool thing is with the range on Q, if you get this sickness on them under tower, especially sucks for melee champions because she gets applied there, and then from outside of tower range you can sort of drop your Q near the tower. Generally what you want to do, people hugging towers and stuff, is that's a cheeky so yeah, right there I flashed in off on a sort of angle so I could avoid a Q. Do with the sickness and the ult and the ignite, and then hit my emote. The Tarek emote, I find it hilarious. And then when she went to get away, she died to the E damage. Soak up some plates and stuff. Yeah, Malzahar's pretty strong champion. I think a lot of control mages are quite strong as long as you don't you just have to practically farm and not die. That's for the majority of your matches. That is all you have to do to win with the control mage. Is just farm and not die, because the way that they usually scale is once they have ability power, they really start to hurt and they can really lock down the area. And essentially that's the strongest thing about being a control mage, is presence you have over an entire area. Malzahar is to be feared because he has an instant just lockdown in his ult, you know, which can be quite dangerous if you have an assassin on the enemy team that wants to get your AD carry, or even you yourself. You can still lock down is priceless, especially once you get to the late game team fight. Picks are made so much easier. You can quite easily make a pick if you've got your flash up. It's just it's quite strong. The fact that you can outrange them with your Q. If you can get an E onto something and then follow it through onto a champion and then drop the Q on them to extend its duration, that's usually pretty good. You know, other champions like Anivia, same thing. Control mage, not it's like the strongest champion to fight in lane, but if she gets her items and stuff, by the time it comes to the team fighting, she drops down her R over the area that it wants to fight, and between that and her wall, she can really cause some problems. The Q stun makes it difficult to get on her. If she holds that, you can't really get on her because she'll just point blank Q, E, and walk away. And if she still has her wall, just drop it between. Obviously at this point, Zahar and Rakan, doing really well bot lane, had joined up with me. So it's starting to get to the point in the game where it's going to be very difficult for the enemy to come back. I think the biggest problem I had was the agitation they were starting to feel, especially a lot of it was centered around the Jax. I noticed he was annoyed about the initial fight that he took, and he started to push that onto other people, blaming him. So when you're agitated, you obviously make mistakes. So I wanted to hold the R in here so she couldn't charm us, and then drop my ignite on the Sivir just to make sure that extra damage was there, so neither of them got away. I doubt they would have got away, but I just like to secure things myself. So at this point I'm wandering over to get the blue buff, give me the extra 10% on my cooldown reduction for a little bit, and some mana regen so I can really spam my abilities. Not to mention the farm too. If you want to score S in games, one thing you need to start doing is so if you get ahead in lane like I am in this time, you've shoved your lane in. Instead of standing there not doing anything or just going straight back, you want to look to see if there's a jungle camp up maybe near you, or if there's ever jungle camps on the way to where you're going. When you're ahead, you always want to stop and take that camp. It might annoy your jungler a little bit sometimes, but I mean, that's a decision you kind of have to make. If you do it in a way that won't, it's perfect. If he's really far ahead, you know, if he's further ahead than you, and he's gonna farm those camps, it might be a good idea to leave it for him. But say if he's on red side, you're on blue side, pinching Gromp as you go down to the bot side isn't a big deal, because really the jungler wants to make use of his time farming on the way to the objective. to become a bit more time wasting than it is, especially if they have a lead. They need to be pressing that lead and making something happen with it. Brand, I was slightly worried about at this point because Brand is super strong. His ability to burst you down is quite impressive, really. It's quite dangerous. All he has to do is ignite you, Q to stun you, and then hit you with his big area of effect thing, and you take a lot of damage. Rise is ulting in behind me here, so just run downwards. If anything ever appears that seems dangerous, you immediately want to just get away from it. That is if you're not too sure of all variables. If you know where everyone is, it might be a different story, like if you think you can do a 2v1. But in my case there, I wasn't keen to try, I didn't have enough health. So at this point up are the Rylai's, which is really good. Rylai's on Malzahar. Once you apply the E to them, they're just slow and you just can stay on them and chop their ankles a lot more. Just equates to a lot more damage done. At this point me and Garen are both run up the bot. Probably not the best idea. I remember at this point I was thinking that I probably shouldn't go bot, I should just cruise with the rest of my team and push. Maybe take some objectives. To be honest, that probably was the smarter thing to do, but went bot, tiny bit of experience, a little bit of gold. Then I went through, cleared the bot side jungle, on my way to mid. Extra gold and XP. Said you want to keep farming everything you're doing. Zaya went mid, so I roamed up, made sure I got a little bit extra farm. It's hard to compete against a fed Zaya when you're trying to CS. She just takes her 2 autos and she'll clear the minion. I'll tell you, the battle boss skin, it is a cool skin. I like the little arcade minion sort of feel. So this guy was trying to teleport somewhere. I just wanted to stop that. Make his teleport useless and pick a fight with him because I was quite strong. Khan was also there, so it was pretty certainly a kill. I had stopwatch up as well. A recent purchase of stopwatch I made at the shop because my flash and ignite were down, so oh well, they weren't down, but I sort of knew that they were going to be used soon, and with Jax and Ari, they hadn't really been playing that well. You still need to be very careful because the ability to move those 2 champions have is just way outdoes malzahar's. So you need a defense. If you've got a summoner up and you don't overextend past your defenses, that's great. Stopwatch is another good one because with his E, you drop minions, you can stopwatch. Cooldowns will still come off cooldown. You can't take any damage, and your E and minions are going to keep hurting them. So it's a great tool for Malzahar. Exceptionally powerful on him. The biggest thing with Malzahar is you just got to have the E on someone, gotta have it ticking, and then it's just wait a few seconds, see if you can refresh it with the Q, or place another E down. And you just keep cycling through like that. Walk over here, get blue buff. Get Grump as well for the farm. Try and catch this wave. So at this point I can complete Zonia's. So I figured it was a good reason to back, because I'm about to go and really try to pressure their base. And a stopwatch that doesn't come back, I felt like going back and getting Zonia's, which has the cooldown and then you can use it again. And then I would be able to just stay at their base and pressure for as long as I needed to. Part of the Void Sickness, the E ability, is when it kills a unit, or when a unit dies that is affected by it from you, gives Malzahar back a percentage of his max mana, which going into late game is massive. Like late game, you do not have mana problems. As long as you're pushing waves or killing minions, you just do not have mana problems. It's part of the thing that makes him a good champion. You just gotta farm him. That's it. So I went to Gromp first, then Raptors, because right here I stopped to mess around, which I probably shouldn't have done. I just thought it'd be interesting to see how much damage I could do to Baron. I thought it'd be funny, but essentially why I went to Gromp and then Raptors was because a lot of people, you sort of naturally want to go to Raptors and then you path up, but with the wave shoved all the way into their inhib tower, walking from Gromp to their base, after walking to Raptors would take longer than just walking to Gromp to Raptors and then straight to their base. So that's the reason I chose that pathing. Of course, my efficiency was destroyed by the fact that I just tried to punch Baron in the face for a little bit. But let's not talk about that. So here's where I really start to try to pressure them, drawing multiple people up to me, keeping my distance, like really keeping my distance, because obviously I don't have any movement abilities. I can fight them if I have to, in perhaps like a 2v1, but now I just want to shove the wave in, keep the pressure up. Come over here. As soon as Ari shoots her charm and her Q, I was ready to hit Sonya's and everything. A fair bit of damage. I wanted to stay away from the brand. At this point I still have my flash up, so I'm not too worried. I can still outplay them if I have to. But I used my ult and my Sonya's to put a bit of damage out. And my team comes in and pretty much cleans up. The inhib. With the minions. Just do your basic sort of clear the wave. As you can see, if you watch the mana bar, every time a minion dies with the E applied to them, you just see a massive chunk of your mana go back. Which is pretty nice. Definitely keeps your ability to, pressure there. A little bit of double proxying right there. Just getting the. I made sure I got out of the way of that, because if Bran hit me with that, I would have been done. So, like I said, his ability to burst you down is just super strong. I have my ult back up too, so I'm not too stressed. At this point, I notice I've got 3,000 gold, so head back in this way, clear the enemy jungle before I go back, and we've got almost back up. Check wolves, no wolves. Take that blue buff. That mana regen, and then I believe after I clear out the wave, I go back for my death cap soon. obviously the all 3 inhibs down, super minions, plus my pressure, they're not getting out of that base. My team's just easily doing a Baron. It's free. There's nothing to stop them. And we get Baron, do a fast back, get Rabadons, start making my way back to base. Once you get Ludens, you should always go for Ludens first, because one of the parts to it really helps your early mana issues. And once you get it, it's like 90 AP or something like that. It's quite a strong ability power item. Gives you the effect where an ability once at 100 charges will drop the little orbs out. So my team's dying a little bit there, but by the time I get there, it's like all the super minions empowered by Baron. On top of that, me, Zaya. This was game. It was a good game. Cheeky little kill on the brain there before the game's over. Yeah. Saya still did more damage than me. That's crazy.